Hey everyone, it's Tara. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today I'm going to be doing a recommendations video. As you can see, I'm in a different spot of my house. So I do have a Canva already set up, and I'm going to go through all and rate all of my contemporary romances that I've read that are like logged on Goodreads. So there's some that I read like years ago that were never logged on Goodreads. I did not include those in this video. So I do have categories. My number one right here is 10 out of 10 would recommend. So I loved this book. I probably gave it a 5-star, truly enjoyed it, would recommend it. The next one, I probably ended up giving it a 4-star. It was so good, definitely memorable and enjoyable, but just not quite a 10 out of 10. Next one is liked it. So I just liked it. It was okay. It was enjoyable, but maybe just missing one thing that I wanted from it. And then the next one is meh, forgettable. So I read it and then I don't remember it at all. So, and then at the very bottom is Ew, David. So I did not like it at all. It was not for me. It may not have very many in that one because if you have been watching me for a while, you know I don't really go below a 2-star on things. If I DNF'd it, I don't put it in my Goodreads. First book is Dr. Dearest by R.S. Gray. And this one, I'm going to put so good. I really enjoyed this one. It was I think it was my first R.S. Gray that I ever read. And I love Grey's Anatomy. I mean, original Grey's Anatomy. I don't watch it anymore because it just has gone downhill over the years. However, when it first came out, I was obsessed. So, like, this kind of took me back and reminded me of it. It is like a hate to love, forced proximity. So, it had also some good banter in it. And then the character also was like taking care of her sister. And so I enjoyed that aspect of it as well. Next one is Get a Life, Chloe Brown. So I really enjoyed Chloe. She is like the oldest of the Brown sisters. She has like an accident, like a minor one, and her life flashes before her eyes. And she's like, oh, well, there's nothing in it. So she moves out of her house, or her parents' house, creates this list to live life, and how her, like, it's her neighbor or her like super, something like that. I can't remember exactly. Comes and helps her, and he ends up being the hero of the story. And I just really enjoyed it. I thought it was cute. Next one is Getting Lucky, number 7. I'm gonna go meh, forgettable. Be honest, don't really remember it. I know that there is another list involved. I know that they're in college. She asks him to help her with his list, or with her list. So I just don't remember it. This one is Gray. I have read the entire series, but I had read it before I got a Goodreads, except for this one. So Gray. I don't know where to put this one, honestly, because at the time I read the series, I enjoyed it. And then I liked having the perspective of Christians. Like, I liked having Christians' perspective. But it was just kind of like, okay, I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I want You, David, because it was pretty much just a rewriting. I'm probably going to go in that forgettable. Next one, Hot Shot Doc. Oh, I'm getting these two confused. I did. Okay, so I read these back to back, and I just realized that Hot Shot Doc was the one that was so good that I was telling you all about. And then Dr. Dearest is more meh, forgettable. Or liked it. I don't know. I liked it. Like, two doctors, and I think it's like brother's best friend. He's slightly older. She has to live. I don't remember if they have to like room together or not. Anyways, but it's a good 3-star if you're looking for like a doctor romance. It's good. But I definitely, like I said, I liked Hot Shot Doc a lot better. All right. I Owe You One by Sophie Kinsella. I don't know. I almost want to go you, David. I think I gave this when I first read it like a 4-star. But like looking back at it, I should not. So I think I'm going to go you, David, simply because she let her family like walk all over her. And I just felt bad. And like she also let like an ex walk all over her. And I was just like, girl, get it together. So that's why. I do like Sophie Kinsella books. She has written one of my favorite ones, but I guess we consider it more women's fiction, that one. So it's not in this list, but that one is My Not So Perfect Life, and I would definitely recommend that one. The Bromance Book Club, I'm going to go liked it. I liked it. It was good. I enjoyed reading it at the time. So this one is about baseball players. They have like a book club, and it's kind of like they're trying to help his marriage because he's about on the brink of divorce. Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating. I'm going to go so good. I don't know if I want to go so good or 10 out of 10 would recommend. I'm going to go so good. I really did enjoy this. It is like friends to lovers. I thought it was cute. I love when they like try and set each other up on dates and then they all go poorly. Like that is the cutest part in the book. And then they realize, oh, wait a minute, maybe we should be dating. It's My Cupcake by Helena Hunting. 10 out of 10 would recommend. It is one of my favorite tropes. I love hate to love, dislike to love, whatever you want to call it. One owns like a bar / axe throwing business. The other one is opening a like cupcake / like special drink business. And so their opening nights are on the same night, and they realize like he's reopening and she's doing a grand opening. And so like they're competing for like people to come in. And I just thought it was cute, but he like keeps on coming into her cupcake shop because he just loves her cupcakes. I just love the hate to love and the banter. I just like the tension. Look the part. This is, oh my gosh, I want to say single dad romance. I'm going to go liked it. So the next one is Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. And if you have watched my top 20 romances, it has made it on there. If you haven't, I will link it in the cards. So this one is probably my favorite Christina Lauren book. It just has so much emotion and depth. It is a second chance romance. Would recommend wholeheartedly. The Magnolia Inn. I'm going Matt Forgettable. I'm going to be honest. I barely remember this. Not So Nice Guy. Another R.S. Gray. This one, there's a part of me that wants me to put it in You, David, and then there's a part of me that wants me to put it in Liked It. There's a scene in there that makes me want You, David, but then there's overall the book, like I could get past it. So anyways, let me tell you what it's about. It's about two teachers who I think they're like high school teachers. They met in orientation. They've been working together a long time. Everybody assumes that they're together at the school. They end up not breaking up. Somebody ends up asking like the female heroine, like, hey, are you guys together? Like, what's the thing? And she's like, no, we're just friends. And then like, so she starts getting hit on, he starts getting hit on, and he just has always wanted to be with her. So there's pining, which I do enjoy. There's just a scene at the school. And I don't know if I've said it, but yeah. Anyways, I'm a teacher. And so like that just rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like, no, it's not going to happen. But if you can get past that part, which clearly I can't, I'm just kidding. I'm going to put it in Liked It because next is Island Affair by Priscilla Oliveras. This one is, she's like going on vacation with a family, and the date was supposed to come, but they're not as serious as like she thought. He ends up canceling, not coming, and she's like, we're done. And then she meets somebody in the parking lot as she's like struggling, and she's upset that he's not coming because she expected him to come. And he's like, hey, I can help you. He works for the fire department. on the island, and he got put on some leave for some reasons. And so he's like, I got some free time. You need some help? All right. And it's their story from there. I did enjoy this one. I gave it a 4-star. I want to put it in so good. It definitely has some depth. Next one. What do I have? I have One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And it is going to go 10 out of 10 recommend. I love this one. So this one is about a woman who is, and she's young. She's like going to college off with her boyfriend. It's her college boyfriend. They get married, and he goes off, and he is like, I can't remember if he's like a researcher, photographer, something of that sort. And he goes on a helicopter, and his helicopter crashes, and he is presumed dead. And so she goes back to her hometown. She starts building her life there to kind of heal from this. And then she meets somebody. They get engaged. And she's planning on getting remarried. And then all of a sudden she gets a call saying her husband is still alive and they found him. And so she kind of has to decide who she wants to be with, her husband or this person that she has, created a life with and is planning on getting married to. So I thought it was done very well because of how it was done. I don't like a love triangle that doesn't have any depth, and it's just like, for sure who they're going to pick. So anyways, 10 10 would recommend. Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. I'm going to put in so good. I did like this one. Or do I want liked it? So good, liked it. So good. We'll go so good. They kind of have to have this friendship and work together for both of their families. And then like a relationship ensues. Next one is Second First Impressions by Sally Thorne. Another one that I enjoyed. This one is also a hate to love and set in like a retirement community. She works there, and his dad owns it, and so he's staying on the property. So it has like a couple in the retirement community, and I like that aspect of it. They get off on the wrong foot, so it kind of has like banter and hate to love. I really did enjoy this one. I would say 10 out of 10 recommend. The Kiss Quotient by Helena Huang. And that one, 10 out of 10 will recommend. Absolutely loved this book. The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary, I'm going to put in liked it. And then we're going to go The X Talk by Rachel Lynn Solomon. I'm going to go liked it. This is Workplace Romance. So The Chocolate Kiss by Laura Florin. It is a like it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was cute. Take a Hint, Danny Brown. I'm going so good. It was so good. Like I said, my favorite of the Brown sisters is definitely Life Chloe Brown. I did enjoy Take a Hint, Danny Brown. Take a Hint, Danny Brown is like fake dating, like friends to lovers. You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hogel. Or Hoggle. Matt Forgettable. At the time, I think I liked it, but I don't really remember much. The next one is The Villain by L.J. Shin, and we're going Matt Forgettable. I'm going to be honest, I can't remember anything. I think he's considered a villain. That was real helpful. So the next one I have is a novella, and that one is Under One Roof by Allie Hazelwood. I'm going to put it in liked it. It was definitely like a hate to love. They had some good banter. Next one I have is The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. This one is another like hate to love, which it's a vacation. I read it during the summer. I just had all the fun vibes that I was looking for when I read it. So I would definitely do 10 out of 10, would recommend. And then I have a novella by Kennedy Ryan, and that one is Coming Home, and I'm going to put it in liked it. The next one I have is by Angie Hockman, and that one is Shipped. I'm going to put it in, I can't decide. Liked it. It was cute. It had comparisons to The Unhoneymooners, so like my expectation was high, and I was wanting that same feeling. It's definitely on a ship to like the Galapagos, and they're like competing. So there's that enemies or those like rivals to lovers because they're competing for a position. Next one I have is Bittersweet by Serena Bowen. Honestly, all I can remember is that it's like small town. They knew each other in college. I don't remember much. So I'm going to put it in meh forgettable. So we have One Last Time by Corinne Michaels. I did kind of like this one. There were some like unrealistic aspects, in my opinion. She is a single mom. She's going through divorce at the beginning of the book, and then she meets him. It's their love story, so it was cute. I liked it. And the next one I have is Riven Night by Devney Perry. This is the second one in it, and I do want to say it was so good. Like Marriage of Convenience. And I have the first one in that series, and that one is Steel King. This one, As a Hate to Love, the beginning scene in the book, just, it gets me. I really like it. I would say 10 out of 10 would recommend. I really did enjoy this one. Next one I have is Only When It's Us by Chloe Leese. And I'm trying to decide. I think I'm just going to put liked it or so good. I can't decide. I'm going to put so good because I liked the family aspect. I like the Bergman brothers or the Bergman family. Sweet Talk? Do I want like it or so good? Cara Stone, Audible Original. Enjoy it. I'm going to put in like it. Comeback by Lily Chu. I am definitely putting in so good. I really enjoyed this one. It was so good. I loved the K-pop aspect of it. I liked the Cinnamon Roll Hero. It was great. And I have Real by Kennedy Ryan. This is going into 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Loved it. You've heard me speak about it before. They are both in the film industry. He is a director. She's an actress. She's like an up-and-coming actress. He's a well-known director. Next one I have is Right Why I Want You by Jessica Hawkins. I'm going to put so good. I really did enjoy this one. It's Workplace. How Many People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. In this one, I'm going to put so good. I did enjoy this one. Definitely Friends to Lovers. The Stopover by T.L. Swan. I'm going to put this one. This one is so good. I did enjoy the first one. The whole premise of them meeting on an airplane and then, hooking up. And then a year later, she goes and works for a company, and it ends up being like he's the CEO of that company. And so I really enjoyed that one. The Summer Melt by Emily March. What do I want to put it? Can I remember anything about it? I know it's about an ice cream. And it's summer. Forgettable. Next one is The Takeover by T.L. Swan. And 10 out of 10 would recommend. This one is my favorite in the series. It is a single parent. Absolutely love like the children in this book. They definitely make the book. Then I have Crimes of Passion by Jack Carbon. And that one, I would put in like it or so good. I'm going to go and like it. It was a good one. It's a male romance. It has podcast elements. Next one I have is the third one in that Miles High Club series by T.L. Swan. This one is the Casanova. And I'm going to put it in liked it. I did like it. I definitely liked the other two better. Seatmate by Cara Bastone. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I absolutely love this one. They meet on like a train ride going from Boston to New York. She has to go for some reason. They start chatting and kind of starts like an attraction there. And then something happens and he has to like help her get to New York because she really has to get there. It was really cute. I did enjoy it. Crow by A. Zavarelli. 10 out of 10 would recommend. This is like a mafia romance. And then we have The Reaper, also by A. Zavarelli. This one is the second one in that series. I did enjoy this one. This one I'm going to say, though, is so good. And it runs into the same kind of, I don't want to say issue, but like for me as a reader, is it's sad. Like these both of these people in this book have dark pasts with trauma in it, and they do find love, which is beautiful. But it just like as a reader, I'm like, could I recommend this? Some of it is just so sad. So yeah. Next one I have is by Karina Halley, and that's The Royals Next Door. I'm putting in so good. Am I putting in so good or 10 out of 10 would recommend? That's a hard one. Put it in 10 out of 10 would recommend. So this one is when the Royals move next door, and it's between her and the bodyguard. So the next one I have is Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. I'm put this one probably in so good. Yeah. So it's kind of hate to love, like mafia. Then I have Well Met by Jen DeLuca, and I'm gonna put Well Met. I'm gonna put Well Met probably in 10 out of 10 would recommend. I really enjoyed this one. It was just fun to read. I liked their banter. I liked the aspect that it is at a Renaissance fair, and they like dress up obviously at the Renaissance fair, and like his character flirts with her character, and she's like, well, is he flirting with me? Is this real or is he in character? So I liked that aspect. I thought it was cute. Then I have Vinegar Girl by Ann Tyler. This is a retelling of Taming of the Shrew. I don't think it was a bad, but I definitely have forgotten it. Next one I have is It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. I am going to put this one in so good. I did really enjoy this one. This is like opposites attract, and she moves to like this small town where he is a fisherman, and he like doesn't think that he's gonna like her. He thinks that she's this certain way, and she really grows throughout the book. And I liked their relationship. Next one I have is Act Your Age, Eve Brown, and I'm gonna put it in so good. I did enjoy this one. I think it does have autism representation. She ends up going on like a job interview. She's like the youngest of the family. She feels like she just has nothing going on. Like she never keeps to anything. So her parents kind of make her, they're like, we're cutting you off. You need to find something that you're going to stick with. And so she goes out and she interviews, and then she ends up hitting him with a car because he runs like a bed and breakfast. And so obviously they get off on the wrong foot, but she does have like such like an engaging personality that she pulls him back in, and she's just very fun and caring, and I did enjoy that one. And then I had Forget Me Not by QB Tyler. It does have cheating in it. It is not within page, I believe. You definitely know it's happened and know it's there because the other person is around, but he ends up getting in a car accident or something like that and forgetting his memory, and he's about to go through with a divorce with his wife, but he wakes up and he's like, well, what are you doing? Why aren't you over here? Like, talking to me and give me a kiss, give me a hug. Like, and she's like, well, we're about to not get married. And he's like, excuse me? Like, no, we're in love. We're together. And so he like has to win her back. I did enjoy that aspect of it. And if you can, you know, get behind reading cheating, it was a good one. So I'm putting so good. And then I have The Love Hypothesis, another one by Allie Hazelwood. And I'm putting this one also in so good. I did enjoy it when I read it. I thought it was fun. I liked just like a woman in STEM, and it's kind of like fake dating. I thought that was a fun aspect of it. The hero is such a cinnamon roll hero, so. And then the next one I have Float Plan, and this one is by Trish Dollar. This one is definitely more sad, and her fiance, in the beginning that he has committed suicide, and they were supposed to go on a sailing trip together after they were married, and obviously that's not going to happen. So she tries to embark on this journey with the sail to go sailing, and she realizes very shortly after that she's not equipped to do it alone. So she hires someone to help her. And the man she hires has some issues that he's dealing with as well. And kind of like them kind of just healing on this journey and then potentially coming together. I enjoyed it. And then I have If the Shoe Fits. And it's this one, yeah, it is by Julie Murphy. And it's kind of like a Cinderella retelling. So she designed shoes and she's struggling to find a job. So she comes back from, I think, New York, and she goes back to California, where her stepmom is a producer on like a dating show. And so she's like, come on, be on the dating show, go on a few dates, and then, you can show off your shoes on television. And so she does that. And her and the guy, they end up hitting it off. So definitely thought that one was cute. Enjoyed it. I liked the different spin too of like the Cinderella aspect, because the stepmom and like the stepsisters were supportive. That was refreshing. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. From Look Off with Love. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I love ice skating. Am I good at it? No. Do I love watching it? Yes. I used to watch the Olympics ice skating when I was younger with my grandma. And yeah, I would definitely recommend that one. Definitely Hate to Love, Forced Proximity, cute. That's all you need to know if you're me. And last one I have is Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I'm going to put in, I liked it. It definitely has its flaws, but I enjoyed it when I read it. I feel bad kind of putting this one in you, David. I'm ridiculous. I might change it. There's a few that I'm like, oh, should I change it? No, I'm going to keep it. I'll keep it. So those are all my contemporary romances that I've read. So those are all of my contemporary romances ranked out on my tier list. So let me know if you agree with me, if you don't agree with me, what are your favorite romances on my list? Leave it in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you like to. What? You're being crazy.